venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Owen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's William Golston there who fought his way in to make the play.
21-yard line.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
What we got? Lock in. Let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 41, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
If Jason Pierre-Paul just manages to stay on the field and play 16 games, we could have double-digit sack numbers and then some, because over his first 2 seasons in Tampa Bay, 21 sacks, earned himself a new contract, but hasn't been fully healthy. If Jason Pierre-Paul is that guy, look out. We'll see more plays as we just saw there.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Brady. The catch made by Miller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
A gain of 8.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action, now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play. Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
After one on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Buccaneers nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Oh, you know, that did not feel good. Vita Vea with the sack there. And we know he's a big-time presence on the defensive line, especially against the run. But he'll surprise you with his quickness and his upfield agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking him, it's going to be a long afternoon or evening, a tough proposition.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Trubisky lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
By the Buccaneers.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get this down to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
The 10-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
24-yard line.
The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Bears first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky caught by Jones.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Patterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
45.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Second and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
2.
Again, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Trubisky's pass intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
13 yards.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, again to Jones. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught, it's Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One receiver to the left is Evans. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
At the 28-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up. Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 52 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Buccaneers' 13-yard line.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the extra point.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
The game at 10. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Juan Smith in on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 29, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll go again to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
A gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Brady now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Brady will try again on second down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa
Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Buccaneers 17.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Well, the drive starts with a completion, left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Complete to Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Buccaneers 24, Bears 10.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double time. 3 down. Check.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.